Oh, hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. So today what we're going to be doing is something I've never done before. I just picked up a kayak. I've always wanted one. Finally decided I was going to make the decision to get one. It is a Lifetime kayak. It is the Tamarack Pro fishing kayak by Lifetime. Like I said, I've never owned a kayak, never even been on a kayak. I've canoed a couple times, I've owned a canoe, but I wanted a kayak. So that's the first thing that we're going to do today. We're going to test out the kayak. I'm going to ride around in it. I did bring some fishing stuff. Not sure I'm actually going to fish. It is really windy, but I figure, you know what, I'll give it a shot. It's worth a shot. So far, I really like the design of this kayak. I looked at some other ones, and for the price, this one seemed real solid. I also picked up a bunch of random fishing stuff from Walmart. I have nothing from home. I literally left the store and came here. So, the rod, if I do fish, that we're going to be trying out, is going to be the Zepco Dock Demon. And I've heard really good things about this. I hear they're almost impossible to break. And anything that we're going after today in the kayak is going to be light and small anyway. So I'm going to get this out of the paper so I don't take the paper with me. We're at the kayak in the water. I mean, I'm not even dressed for kayaking. I'm wearing jeans and boots, but it's a beautiful day for it to be February. I mean, it was just a bunch of ice down here, and now we go kayaking at 70 degrees and I'm sweating. So I'm gonna get this Dock Demon out, and I'm gonna show you guys how bendable it is, and we'll go from there. One thing I do have to figure out is how I'm gonna film while on the kayak, because y'all know I film most of my stuff on my phone. Not sure if that's going to be possible on the kayak. I mean, my phone is semi-waterproof, but I don't want to drop my phone in the water, so we'll have to figure that out, so if I can come up with a mount. But y'all, look at this. That little $10 rod will bend all the way back to itself. I mean, yeah, it's got a cheap little reel on it and stuff like that, but that Dock Demon will bend all the way to itself. Look at that. You can't get that much flex out of a $100 rod most of the time, where it'll bend all the way back to itself. And this little, I don't know, 2-foot 6-inch rod right here, bend all the way to itself. This might be my new my new kayak fishing rod. I'll show y'all this right here. Comes with a rod holder. Look how cute that little thing is in there. I did buy a cheap paddle from Walmart, and I already regret the decision because it's broke. I didn't know it was broke when it come out of that wrapper right there. But yeah, this is the kayak. I mean, look at this seat. It's got a good sturdy seat. I mean, this is a nice seat. I bought all this is tackle stuff I just bought, and some hydration. And you put your rods here for when you're paddling around. It's got 2 rod spots there. This awesome seat. 1 center dry storage that seals up actually really good. You just got to push it down. It's got that up there for storage. And then, of course, this back here for storage. I am going to have to figure out how to mount a few things to this. I have to look online for some kits and stuff like that, because I want to be able to, you know, mount my phone so I can record. I got to come up with a way to mount a knife, and I'm gonna probably tie it off here somewhere, like right in here, just because I like to have a knife. And sadly, I got to come up with a way to block off the dry storage in here, because with this in here, it's just this little cubby, but this will come out, and you've got all the storage in the boat. I just got to come up with a way that when my dry bags and stuff are in here, that they don't slide up to the nose or slide to the tail or whatever when I need them. Yeah, see, so it's not sealed right now. Flop that down. It's got a big rubber seal that goes all the way around it. And then, of course, this stuff right here. In here, I have 2 mystery tackle boxes. I've never used one, so I thought we'd give them a shot. And I also bought, because we're doing, you know, cheap Walmart stuff, these right here. And I'd say that we're gonna do any fishing. I don't know if I'm gonna fish or not. all that being said, this is actually leading up to big things on the channel. We are going to start doing catch and cooks, 3-day survival challenges, where I can only eat what I catch in those 3 days, and stuff like that. So I'm going to get this in the water. Hope it doesn't float away before I can get back to it. And yeah, I'm gonna go out for my first spin on a kayak ever. All right, guys. So we paddled out here a little ways. I'm actually back here in this back cove. I'm currently just turning with the wind. There's gonna be something new to learn, is how to control this thing in the wind. And also, I got soaking wet because apparently every time I lift the paddle out of water, the water runs down and it gets, see, I'm soaking wet. But that ain't too bad. I'm just back here in this little cove, away from the main lake, which is that way. I haven't been out here in years and years and years. I actually stopped people from coming out here not too long ago because they had to fix the levee. That took them a couple years, it seemed like, before they let anybody else back out here. I don't feel like I'm going to fall over or anything. It's pretty sturdy, and the seat's really comfortable. I am moving really fast right now, just for it to be just the wind. Might have to get one of those little anchors for this thing. But so far, I'm liking it. It is really windy. I am really moving. Not that you guys can tell that I'm really moving, but shoot, you get this thing with the wind, you'd be able to scoot. Bad thing is I'm going to have to paddle against the wind to get out of here. We'll worry about that when it's time, though. I do think I'm going to try to do a little fishing with the little dock demon. See how that goes. I don't know if I'm going to get into the mystery tackle boxes today. I was thinking about it, but I'm not sure. It's starting to cloud up, and I do have school homework I got to do. So we'll see. We'll see if I decide to bust into those or not. I know getting in this thing was interesting because I've never gotten in one. But now that I'm in it, like, I got a good bit of motion. Motion you don't have in a canoe. You know, doing that in a canoe, you're liable to end up in the water. So, yeah, it's not too bad so far. Guys, I cannot lie at all. This little dock demon right here, this little joker that I just caught, I just caught myself, but the only thing I've caught so far. Man, this little thing rips. Like, it's casting 20, 30 yards, no problem. It's only, 2.5 feet long. But this little joker just, it zings it on out there. I ain't had no trouble out of it at all. And I think it's a little cold to be trying to fish with a swim bait like this, or crankbait, or whatever this thing's called. I don't bass fish, so I don't know what this is actually called. I'm a cat fisherman, and I brim fish, and I crappie fish. But so far, I'm extremely comfortable in the kayak, and extremely impressed by this little rod. This thing just, it just zings. It's awesome. I do want to test its durability a lot. I don't know what pound test is on this thing. That's going to kind of suck. But I think I'm going to use it to catch bait fish for catfishing. Or just brim fishing off of this thing. Like, if it wasn't windy and I wasn't moving 500 miles an hour in the wrong direction, it warms up a little bit and I'm doing some brim fishing off this, I'm probably going to use this. I bet that would be a bunch of fun. A little bitty rod, big old brim. You know it would be. It's got to be, right? Have to figure out the mount. I got to either figure out a way to put you guys like on my head or on my chest or something. Figure out how to mount you off the side of the rod holder down there. And the thing about it is I could put this in the rod holder and be catfishing with one rod, bait fishing with this or something, or I don't know. Maybe we'll try catfishing with this. Maybe nothing big, but some little lake catfish. I don't know. We're going to test this thing a lot. I like it so far. It zings out there, 20, 30 yards. Probably not. Probably 30, 40 feet. Maybe 3 or 4 yards. I don't know. It zings out there pretty good. But the kayak's real comfortable. I got to figure out how to paddle it a little better. But so far, so good. I hope I catch a fish, though. All right, guys, y'all want to know how far this thing will cast? I ended up drifting into this dock, and I was kind of sitting here casting around because I did have something following my bait. It looked like a little brim, but I can't be for sure. If you follow my line, see that tree moving over there? Yeah, and it's not very far, but this was a very light cast, and this bait's not a whole lot. Yeah, I caught that tree off this little bitty rod, and I can't get my bait back, so I'm going to have to paddle over there, get out, and grab my bait. But yeah, it'll cast pretty far, guys. Well, guys, that's going to do it. We didn't catch any fish today, but we did have fun. I found out that little dock demon is a lot of fun, especially on that kayak. If the water was warmer, I bet we would have caught a few, so we're going to try again, of course. So thank you guys for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Y'all stay frosty.